PBA's all-time leader in tour wins is the legendary left-hander Earl Anthony. His record of 41 titles still stands. Back in 1986, a young bowler from California named Walter Ray Williams Jr. started his ascent up the charts with his first career victory. Along the way, he has piled up 6 major championships, been named PBA Player of the Year 6 times, and has taken the tour points title 6 different times. This season in Cleveland, he became just the second bowler ever to win 40 titles, one shy of the record. The next week in St. Louis and later in Medford, Oregon, he tried to tie Earl's mark, but fell in the semifinals both times. Today, he tries for history one more time in Atlanta, Georgia. Can he get number 41? We'll find out. From Brunswick Zone, Norcross in Norcross, Georgia, minutes from downtown Atlanta, ESPN brings you live coverage of the PBA Tour. Welcome, one and all, Dave Ryan and Randy Peterson, along with 4 finalists who are ready to roll.
A 2-time Player of the Year and one of 16 players to roll a perfect game on television. With 21 titles and over $2 million in career earnings. From Claremont, Florida, Norm Duke.
Norm Duke has done it all on TV. He's bowled a 300. He's won a sudden death roll-off. He's thrown a strike out of a towel. You never know what will happen when Norm takes the stage. What up?
He is making his first TV Finals appearance in 2 seasons. Looking for his first career PBA Tour title. The 2-time All-American from San Bruno, California, Tony Reyes.
Arriba! A couple of weeks ago, Tony lit up the highlight reel with the Flying Eagle. Can he skillfully bowl his way through Millionaire Row to win his first title? Storm's number 1.
With 4 career titles and over $1 million in career earnings, he makes his first TV Finals of the season today. From Elmira, New York, Ryan Schaefer.
It's been a real struggle for Ryan the first half of the season, but last week the powerful righty finished 5th, and today he could be the guy to spoil Walter Ray's party.
With a win today, he will tie the great Earl Anthony's mark of 41 career titles. A 6-time Player of the Year from Ocala, Florida, Walter Ray Williams Jr.
Walter Ray has had 2 chances this season to tie Earl Anthony's record and has come up short. It's the 3rd time a charm for number 41.
These are your finalists for the 2005 PBA Atlanta Classic.
In semifinal number 1, Tony Reyes, whose last show was Super Bowl Sunday 2002, takes on Norm Duke, who's done everything this year except win. And in semifinal number 2, red-hot Ryan Schaefer, who finished 5th last week, takes on Walter Ray Williams Jr., who's looking to make history today.
And Randy, let's start with Tony Reyes. Since 2002 in Dallas, Tony, your last title. How many nights have you dreamed about this moment returning to TV?
I've been waiting to get back here, like you said, 3 years to go after my first title, and what a way to go after it by starting it against Hall of Famer Norman. So I know I got to just trust my instincts and go out there and just go get them.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
You and Walter Ray have 4 TV shows now, Norm, this year. That's the best on the tour. Yet you told us last night you're not bowling your best. Why is that?
Well, I'm just not to the point where I'm proud of it yet. I'm bowling good, and believe me, I'm world class, but I know that there's room for improvement. And I mentioned there, we've got some majors coming, and right now is the time to peak.
He is confident, Randy, no question about it. These 2 bowlers on the Viper pattern, 37 feet this week.
Viper pattern, Dave. Remember last week we bowled on 43 feet, and you couldn't play the outside part of the lane. The outside part of the lane was very slick. Well, this week with 37 feet, there's going to be more back in, and that allowed the players to get outside. So, rule of thumb this week, play the outside line. If that doesn't work, chase it in, play the inside hook. Some highs and lows. You see what the players did. Now, a lot of this happens when the oil starts to transition. Oil starts to break down. Guys have to start fishing around for a different angle. Once they find it, they get locked in and they start to strike again. And right now, Tony Reyes hopes that he's locked in after 15 minutes of practice.
And no break for Tony on the 10-pin. First time we've seen him on TV is Dallas in 2000. It's been a long time for the 31-year-old from near San Jose, California. His mom, Jessica, flew in last night out of the Bay Area. And look, oh, he missed the 10-pin. You just know the nerves, Randy, must be raging for our buddy Tony, who does work on the PBA shows with us as a scorekeeper when he's not bowling, and it's been a while for him.
A little nerves and a little lack of concentration causes that.
He'll have to regain his composure. Someone who has incredible composure, 21 times a titleist on the PBA Tour. Next start for Norm. And you notice he's wearing different shoes today, Randy.
Trying to get the right slide sole on his left shoes. You see the Baby Ruth Real Deal matchup. This is a real even matchup all the way around. But remember, experience is the intangible, and that goes to this guy, Mr. Norm Duke.
Spare conversion numbers for Norm, you see those. As Tony had his troubles early. Great shot, Norm Duke. Back-to-back strikes for him. And a 21-pin lead right off the hop for Norm.
Interesting early on, Dave. These players, when they were practicing, were playing out. They were playing pretty straight from out. And I would say the last two balls in practice Norm Duke threw were with his hook game. He moved in, changed balls, and decided to go around it.
We'll see if Tony can rebound off that open frame. That's how you do it.
Save us there.
Great pin action, Tony Reyes.
All right.
Tony's road here, you see the average as well. Qualifying 16th this week. 12-3 match play record, including a 5-game win at Turkey to start that match against Pete Weber in the round of 8. Never faltered from there. Had a 7-game win streak in match play broken in that matchup as well. Didn't matter. Back on TV again, but still in a hole here. Perfect shot. And a double for Reyes.
Yeah, pretty shot there on the left lane after he catches the wall. You know, these are two of the funner guys on the tour. They both have real engaging personalities, a lot of fun off the lanes, and a lot of fun to watch, especially when they throw shots like that.
The white shoe on the right for Norm. He feels gives him better traction. Fans love it with the Duke call, and its partner has pretty much fallen apart. Bowling shoes have the components, Randy. Can you explain that for us?
Well, you've got the heel, the sole, the inside part of the shoe. Norm is the kind of guy, when he gets comfortable with one pair, he doesn't like to change shoes. And unfortunately, he blew apart his sliding shoe. And you can see what he's done. He bowled his good buddy in the round of 8, Mike Machuga, and disposed of him 4-2. Right now, Norm Duke perfect through 3 frames.
So wearing the different shoes, working out for him. Got to start, Norm Duke.
You hear that little squeak right as he enters the slide. That's telling you he's got good traction. And when you're trying to hook the ball, you better have some leverage underneath you. You better get that slide shoe or that slide foot to come to a stop so you can deliver power at the bottom of the swing.
Back to Tony Reyes. As Norm Duke is started with a front 4. Yeah. Tony has found his groove. Turkey ball for him. As his mom came in, Jessica, we mentioned a long flight in last night to be here in person. We see our Denny's road to the World Championship. Patrick Allen, number 1 with a back-to-back wins, did not make the show this week, looking for 3 straight. Walter Ray Williams Jr. bidding for his 41st title. He's number 4 right now, but PA has overtaken Danny Wiseman. Denny's the official restaurant of the PBA Tour. What a rally from Reyes. If you're going to have an open frame, have it be your first one. And a 4-bagger for Tony.
That's Super Bowl Sunday for sure.
Just putting it to Norm. He said, hey, I'm not afraid. Let's go, man. Watch this. Flush.
And a little holding call there. Interesting take on his Super Bowl pick we'll talk about with Tony Reyes today. We think it might be ASC since he's a Raider fan.
Wow.
10-pin, and the streak broken at 4 in a row for Norm Duke. But that looked pretty good.
Sure did. 6 goes right around the 10. Watch this. The second pin from your right, it's going to go around the 10, just like that, and really fast, too.
Mark her down.
Same kind of 10-pin that cost Mike Devaney his title last week against Patrick Allen.
Second head-to-head matchup for Norm against Tony Reyes on TV. Actually lost to him in the prior matchup. And told us last night he's had some very difficult head-to-head confrontations with Tony in the past. He'd like to forget he's been rolled over by Tony a few times in match play. We are chasing history coming up here on ESPN's coverage of the PBA Tour. We'll have Walter Ray Williams Jr. in a semifinal match. Number 41, can he get it? Semifinal number 2 against Ryan Schaefer from Elmira, New York. Ryan's first TV appearance of the season. 4th for Walter Ray. Is this the day he ties the record?
Look out.
Really high through the nose. Look out indeed. Tough split coming here. 3, 4, 6, 7.
Come on, buddy. Give me your shot.
Got to get the ball over here. Throw the 3 into the 4-7. The ball will take out the 10.
Can he get it? Now the 7 would not go down.
Wow.
Almost. But an open frame. We'll talk much more about Walter Ray Williams Jr. and his quest for number 41 and continue this exciting semifinal between Norm Duke and Tony Reyes. Who advances to the final in Atlanta? We'll find out.
That enables him to go much straighter. Now here's the knee injury. Look how much lower to the ground this ball is than this ball. Tony had to make the adjustments. This week the adjustment worked on this oil pattern. He was able to go much straighter.
4-bagger for Reyes after the open frame where he missed the 10-pin, a single pin conversion. You see the strike percentage numbers. In match play only. Chance for a 15-pin lead with a 5th strike in a row. That really had to hurry. Wow. Was that light? And a tough spare coming.
This is too far to the right, too far outside, too fast. Whiffs the head pin. However, he doesn't split. He leaves himself the 1-2-4.
119 events and counting. And Tony's career without a title. Going for his first today. So some history for Tony as well. In addition to Walter Ray bidding for number 41. And look out, the head pin miss, which you just don't see, folks, on the PBA Tour ever. And another open for Tony.
Are you kidding me?
God.
Tony Reyes doesn't have a spare yet in this game. And gives Norm Duke a 10-pin lead after that open frame.
Heading into the TV show, he had 31 straight frames without an open. Going back to game 2, round 8 matchup with Pete Reddick. That's a touch high, and look at the split he's got now. A 4-10. Tough one trying to kick it across the deck to the 10-pin. And he can't do it. The TV timeout. How much did that hurt Tony? He had a 4-bagger going.
Well, I think it hurt him because his knee might have stiffened up on him. You know, in match play and in the tournament during the qualifier, you keep going, you continue on unless there's a breakdown or you're following a really slow group. But in match play, it's one shot after another.
So Norm Duke tries to take advantage, and that's how that 21-time titleist does it. 2 times the Player of the Year in '94 and 2000. 2 times he's won the High Average Award. He is a veteran.
Yeah, and when you open back-to-back against Norm Duke, it's like Norm walking down the street and finding a bag full of money. He's going to take advantage of it.
Is he ever? Looks for the double here, 8th frame. As he bids for his first title since Kansas City last season, early in the year. He's on his way.
Big-time shot for a future Hall of Famer, knowing that he could put all the pressure on Tony Reyes.
We'll tell you much more about the show coming up next week. Riviera Lanes in Ohio. Legendary spot used to be on the PBA Tour. Back to Tony Reyes.
Oh, no.
Again, a difficult break. That's an 8-10.
Back-to-back-to-back open frames, unless he somehow finds a way to convert the 8-10, which is not likely.
What's happening to Tony's technique here?
Looks like he's getting fast.
Yep, won't kick that across for the 10 either. Another open after 4 straight strikes, and Norm Duke is trying to cash in now. He's got a double going, heading into his foundation frame. Boy, is that frustrating for Tony Reyes. PBA's top bowler has hit the lanes next Sunday afternoon. ESPN's coverage of the PBA Bowling Tour rocks on. The finals of the Jackson Hewitt Tax Service Open from AMF Riviera Lanes in Fair Lawn, Ohio. PBA Bowling, check the start time, 12:30 Eastern. We're 2 Eastern today, 12:30 next week. That's a better shot from Tony Reyes.
That's going to keep Norm Duke honest. Tony can strike out and shoot 202. Norm Duke right now going at a 224 pace.
1 strike. 1 strike.
Norm can strike out to shoot 254.
1 strike.
1 strike here, and it's all over. Oh!
10 pin.
Mark here, all he has to do is stay behind the foul line and keep it on the lane. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's right. He marks here, he's in the 220s. All he has to do in the 10th frame is stay behind the foul line, keep it on the lane, get good count, and he's a winner. First things first, cover the 10.
He has that. 6th all-time on the money list. Norm Duke has surpassed $2 million career dollars in earnings this year. He just needs 5 pins now to shut out Tony Reyes and take this semifinal. We are chasing history. Coming up here from suburban Atlanta, Walter Ray Williams Jr. goes for number 41, tie Earl Anthony's record against Ryan Schaefer, who has other ideas. Ryan, as we'll talk about, very confident in his own right. He could get his first title of the year. Norm Duke has all 10. That means a win over Tony Reyes in the semifinals, and Norm is through to the championship match to take on either Walter Ray Williams Jr. or Ryan Schaefer. So Tony's mom, Jessica, who took Tony to all of those tournaments when Tony was young growing up, would change her times to go to church to make sure she could get Tony to the tourneys. Tony promised her in 2002. He said, "Mom, when I make another show, you'll be invited." Well, Jessica's come out to the show tonight. However, has seen her son fall to Norm Duke.
Good week for Tony Reyes to build on, Dave. You got him back into the top 40 for the exempt list for next year. Norm Duke is going to bowl for the title.
And Tony Reyes, who altered his push away due to the knee issues he's had, We'll have to wait another week for that first ever title. He was playing, he told us last night, put up the best number possible and
Hey, a spare.
see what happens. Well,
What is that?
at least he's had a good time with it.
Yeah, Tony Reyes isn't a bad spare shooter either. I'm sure he's not the only person surprised with the fact that he missed a couple spares today. But hopefully this is something he can build on. Like I said earlier, he's a great
Win it all,
guy.
Tony.
Last time on TV, 2002 loss to Richie Allen in Dallas, the eventual winner. There's some late help.
Hey, man, I wish I could have got down there in the 10th. I totally bowled like crap. I love you, buddy. All right, you bowl good.
Great competition among friends. Duke wins the semifinal match. Walter Ray Williams Jr. will take on Ryan Schaefer in the other semi. That is coming up from suburban Atlanta. Will he get number 41? We find out today.
If these stay on the lanes, this is a miracle. Here we go.
Oh, no, don't get a strike with the one right down the middle. No way. Don't even think about it. Don't even think